Cricket's produced some great legends over the last century and a half. There have been good cricketers, there have been great cricketers, and then you get into the realm of GOAT contenders. I am delighted to be joined at the moment by someone I have always regarded as the smiling assassin, Muttiah Muralitharan. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll tell you why I thought of you as a smiling assassin. You made your debut when I was in school, and I used to watch you on TV. And each time you would be at the top of your bowling mark, there was this huge smile on your face. Now, was it because the poor bloke at the other end who was going to face you, he had no idea what was going to come his way and how you were going to torment him, because you knew what you were going to bowl and you knew you were going to get him out? Is that why you always had that smile on your face?
Yeah. First of all, thank you very much having in the show. And yeah, because when you should not show emotions in the field, because then the opponent will know your weaknesses. So always make sure that you are happy, whatever it happens, because at the end of the day it's a sport, right? It's not you not do or die anything you wanted to do, so then only emotions comes. As a sport, you want to win, you want to do well. Sometimes your opponent can be better. So then if you are getting desperate and upset and everything, your feelings you are feeling, and your performance will come down again worse than what you are at the moment. So I always make sure a little bit of smile, and whatever it is, okay, you did very well, so my chance will come. So always have a smile, it's better for your performance.
It's also very positive around. You know, sitting next to you, I also have a big smile on my face. Perhaps I need to pinch myself. I'm sitting with the great Murali. Now, you're a hero. Most number of wickets in international cricket, most wickets in test cricket, most wickets in ODI cricket, and heroes have films. But why is this called 800? Why not 1347? And how did this project come about?
No, because see, in my life, Test cricket is all about. Test is, you call the name test, right? You're testing yourself. So that is probably good. We are a little bit old school, not like new, because now the popular game is T20. And test was very popular at the time, because to getting into a test team, sometimes you can play, if you say my number is 54, right, in test jersey. So before that, right, we started playing in 1982. My debut was 1992. After 10 years, only in 10-year period, 54 people only played in Test cricket. So if you take India, they have played about 40, 50 now, the 60, 70 years. Yeah. But maybe 1,000 mark gone, or I don't know, the jersey.
Not that much.
That's why. See.
But 400 at least.
No, more than 500, okay. I think. So if you see the number of players can play in a test cricket, one day many will play. Test is something. So getting at 800 something, the movie, I didn't plan it, it's a coincidence, and the name also, I didn't plan it. First of all, when I was 792, I had all the records in my books, so I wanted to retire. So last match, I wanted to retire against India, the best team. At the time, the names you see, Sachin to Dravid to Lakshman, Ganguly, Yuvraj, Sehwag, like, you know, the greats, greats of greats. So I want to challenge them, Dhoni, everyone, challenge them and take 8 wickets. That's my challenge. If I don't take it, doesn't matter. I just thought 800 is a number, right? It's a challenge to get it. If you get it, good. But I somehow, fairy tale, God's grace that I did it, 800. But 800 didn't mean anything to me, right, for me. Because I have already 708 for Shane's record, I have got it. So everything I had in my one day also. So it means when I see after about 5-6 months, 4-5 months, like, you know, Chennai Super Kings, I was playing for longer, 3 years for them. They called me and said, we want to felicitate on your 800. So then only they present the jersey. Then only I felt that 800 is so important in my life. I never thought I would have walked away with 799. Yeah. So then everything, my lucky number is 8, because I am born in 17th of April. So I kept it at 8. So then I jersey also when rest of the IPL I played with 800. So because Chennai is presented to me. So 800 become the movie also now. It's all about this movie is nothing about this how obstacles you have gone through your life as an how to achieve this 800. That's all about. That's why the 800 wicket comes, the whole story stops, the climax. So a lot to do in the climax, and also it says about not only cricket, 20% of cricket, how inside cricket, how when you played cricket this time, how your life, because people doesn't know inside of it, what happened, right? The chucking episode, what happened behind the boundaries. So only in the whatever happens in the TV, that's knows. Behind, nobody knows. And also about our family history, and what about our country went to a civil war for such a long time. Only 2009 when I retired, only it's almost finished it. Now it's peace and everything. So how the country traveled through my lifespan, because I was born in 72. So the war was there entire till 2009. So these are the struggles and hiccups, and it's not a rosy journey. It's a very, very hard journey. How a sportsman made it to this, and also I come for a minority community. So how the acceptation and identity of mine. So these are about the story. So you would have seen the trailer, you would have got some glimpse of it.
In fact, I'm going to get to those questions because I saw the trailer. Now, what that trailer did, I told you, when you were playing, that sort of coincided with me, sort of college, and then started covering sport. So I relate a lot because India were playing Sri Lanka a lot at that time. Now, you speak about these incidents in your life. The people like me who've seen you on TV, as you said, the TV camera shut off. Once the match is gone, we don't see what happens in the dressing room, or perhaps you and Candy with your family. What is the side of Murali that the cricket fan will get to know, the new side of Murali?
Definitely my younger age, how did I made it to the side? So that is important. There not many people will know, just glimpse, maybe articles or something they would have read, because hardcore fans, general public would be know. So when and I travel all the time, what inside happened? Because everyone like to know, right, okay, incident has happened, how did it happen, what did happen, who did this? So like that questions are still in the mind of fans. So the answers will get on this. I'm not saying 100% you will get or not, because it's a movie. It's a movie. It's 2 hours and 35 minutes, right? So you can't put everything. Then you have to do a documentary. So our director doesn't like a documentary because it is not people view. I know a wonderful documentary gone, like it's Michael Jordan's.
Yeah, the Last Dance.
Last Dance. Yeah. It's so I watched about 10 times because I'm so inspired how he made it, how he retired. So many people can inspired by this movie as well, because it's a movie, but it is there to inspire to a sportsman, not even a sportsman, in general life, what you do and what you want to become, how you want to become. These are the questions can be answered in this movie. I think they have taken it nicely. I read the script, but I know final I didn't have watched. Like you, I watched the trailer. Trailer looks good. It tells some bit about story there, but it's more than that. It will come, and whoever watched, few people on they watch in Rush or they say something, they think it's better than the trailer, the movie. So people will enjoy, who are my fans and who want to be someone in sport or in general life. They go and watch some inspired tips, because it's all true story. Because I told, first condition I gave when they want the rights, I told it has to be true. No masala added in that, because it's a biopic, because you have to be truthful to the people, whether it's bad or nice, or you have to show it.
Okay. You speak about the sports biopic genre, you spoke about Last Dance, but it's also because it is sports persons who sort of achieve the impossible, the kind of things that they've gone on to achieve. You look to, even today, you look at Novak Djokovic. sort of the grit, the resilience, and that is what that superhuman achievement which say you did, Sachin Tendulkar, back in your time, Brian Lara, all these great Inzamam, Sehwag, these great cricketers at the time, you all achieved something which the rest of, I think 99.9% of cricketers, aspiring cricketers could never achieve. I think that is perhaps why these stories are remembered over a period of time. You spoke about your ethnicity. That was the point when there was a civil war raging in your country. You were the only Tamil back then. Was it difficult to separate the politics of what was going on when you were playing cricket?
It's politics never come into sports, because the politics of sports is a cricket board can have, because that is a different politics.
And it's plenty of it in Sri Lanka.
Yeah, and in not even Sri Lanka, whole world has that politics, because you can't avoid that. But dislike and likes are there. You like someone's face, it happens. But in politics of the country doesn't mix with sports, because it doesn't matter for people. Or I think that is the best example. My example, I was a minority coming from a civil war between two races, and at the time, peak of that time, I did really well became the schoolboy cricketer of the year and everything from school. And also I was in the hostel for age of 6 to 18, that's why I learned cricket. And in hostel you have every religion. In my dormitory 60 to 80% people, 600 people were in the hostel. So you have every religion, race there. We don't discuss about as a young age about this, how you are Catholic or you are Muslim or you are Hindu or no, nothing, because we all fight, we all hit each other, next day we'll be friends, like we're all friends. It's not fight between some other reasons, not because of these reasons. So I mixed in those kind of. So when you come to cricket, like international cricket, so when they selected, so when I was the schoolboy cricketer, and suddenly they picked me to England to go. So they didn't think about I'm a minority or anything, and that is one point. But I know there are people who grumble about it, because of my race they didn't pick me. It is not the true at the time. It didn't happen. Maybe something happened somewhere, I don't know, because I can't put it to my situation and other people's situation. I can't talk, but I don't know. Could have happened, I have heard this, but whether they good enough to be in the team, that also a question you have to answer. So I didn't have that discrimination, me didn't personally, because I got 18 years toured, because something like even the majority race, sometimes 18-year-old boy never tour. Like, you have so because I became schoolboy cricketer of the year.
You were also very good.
Yeah, I was not more than good. That's why they showed that, because I took 14 matches in school cricket. Cricket is very tough, and 127, unbelievable record I had that time. So
and you mentioned it, not you, the actor playing, you mentions it. He says, I am not Tamil, I am a cricketer. That's a very powerful line in the trailer which I saw.
My identity always a cricketer. So what happened was in 95, everyone, I am a young boy, it's for a minority. So majority people have played. 95 I was accused chucking. At that time, Arjuna wholeheartedly supported me and the teammates, and whole country going in a civil war, they have problems, they came to help me. So that means they didn't think about I'm a Tamil. They thought about I'm a Sri Lankan, a cricketer. So we need to support him. So that talks about everything. Sport doesn't matter race or religion or anything. Sports unite people.
Yes, and that's important. But I think we've seen that Olympics or at all level of sports, so sport has always sort of got people together.
So you're asking about my identity, Tamil or anything. So I'm a born Sri Lankan. Nobody can change. My nationality is a Sri Lankan, right?
That's what the passport says.
Everything says, right? Then I'm coming on a Hindu background and a Tamil. That also you can't change. Whatever said, whether like or dislike, that is the truth. I can't be going and saying everywhere, I only support Tamils, I support only Hindu. So who are the nationality, all the people are together, what do you think about, the others will think about me?
Yeah.
I'm a racist.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be. So I should be representing everyone, every race, every religion, everything. That is me. So then what is the word? See, when my passport says, you answer what is the occupation, I write a cricketer. So when my, like Aadhaar card, there is ID card in there. They ask what is, when you are applying, they will ask what's your occupation, everything. Then cricketer. So I always maintain myself as a cricketer.
Yeah. So you spoke about this incident, you spoke about you're not a racist, but you felt there were racial undertones with the way you were treated. You speak about the Arjuna incident, what had happened in Australia. We don't know how you dealt with it. Arjuna came and put an arm around you, and even the other incident in 97, 98 took his team off. But how did you react? Did you go back to the dressing room? Were you crying? Were you distraught? Because, as you said, you were young, and it would have felt like the world is conspiring against me. You had been cleared.
No, because it's not that easy. It was cleared.
No, it took obviously a lot of things
time and effort by everyone. So Arjuna, when it happened, I went and said, he's accusing me. He said, Murali, you don't worry. You do what you can do. I will handle my situation. So that gave me a relief, because I don't want to handle. So whatever he did, I did. But when I went to dressing room, I was shocked. I was alone. People were coming and saying things, but you know, you're a little bit upset and tears on your eyes, because what does not do, what I'm going to happen next, what over. Because I have played 5 years of international cricket. That umpire has umpired me before. Why didn't he call me then? Why he has to call now? What's the reason? So then we have went and Arjuna request, cricket board request to the ICC, because one man can't stop anyone's career. You have to give him as a proving something. Then only we went to test, and then only test all started, and we overcome, because some days, because you know, it's a, that time it's a long tournament, 3 to 4 months, because you play VB series with West Indies, and then you play test matches, they play test matches, like that. So it happened in December. Till February we had to wait. So I was not played the matches I'm going to test, but Arjuna, I was asking whether I can go home. I was so upset, and Arjuna said, Arjuna scolded me. You don't take any decision, this is my decision, you stay with the team and be in the dressing room. That's what we want you. Like that he told me, and then I came to normal, then testing and everything. Then everything went in our way.
But do you think that that incident brought the Sri Lankan, you said about the country, but it also brought the team together and resulted in that World Cup win in what, 7, 8 months, 3, 4 months after that?
Yeah, definitely, because nobody gave us a chance. So because of the anger of the people, it's injustice done to one player. They, because put their differences aside and became a unit. So we went to the BB series finals. Then we went to, even also before the World Cup, there's a bomb went.
Yeah.
The two teams didn't want to refuse to come, Australia and West Indies. So then
Indian and Pakistan team
Pakistan made a solidarity and said, this is safe, you can come, and they played, but still they didn't come. So like that, neighbors like our big brothers all helped us. So this incident made the team very united, and we had the luck as well, and we won the World Cup.
I looked at the final, you bowled 10 overs for 30 runs against Australia in that Lahore game. But that generation, it was Arjuna Ranatunga, Aravinda De Silva, Muralitharan, Roshan Mahanama was there. There was, I think,
Ashanti
Lagaratne, Jay Surya, all of them.
Pas, Kumar, Dharmasena.
Names which sort of became household names for us. You all put Sri Lanka on the global map. You all were ambassadors for Sri Lanka. I remember you going to England. You used to get one test match, and you took 16 wickets there. And after that, they sort of realized that, listen, these guys are serious cricketers. And a lot of sort of boundaries were broken, barriers were broken. Are you disappointed with how Sri Lanka cricket has regressed, if that's the right word, from those lofty standards in the last, say, 6, 7 years? Do you think they can win this World Cup?
Yeah, in a way they've declined, because it is the performance shows then, And if you say the players who are their calibers, who are almost retiring stage, they are not good enough than the players who retired before had better records, so better playing records. So I think after left last batch like Sangakkara, Mayala in 2015, Dilshan, lot went and the decline has started, and we didn't have answers too, because Arjuna made a side that for long, even if it's a Mayala also Arjuna's, and Arjuna only came first. Maybe Sangakkara little, Sangakkara was playing under Arjuna, he was not the captain, but Arjuna was playing, he was there. So all these people are under him. So he had a lot of influence, like father figure to everyone, and made sure that he took the best out of everyone and made legends in those era, because if you team, none of them, the performers who are top 10, 15 cricketers are all more than 8,000 test runs and 400 test wickets like that. So caliber is so big. So that lacked, I don't know why and why, I couldn't even answer myself, because when we played there is no facilities, no money, nothing, still the caliber of players came. But now money is available, facilities are available, every facility is there. So why these people are not performing, it's a very questionable answer. I also don't know why.
But it pains you.
Huh?
Must be paining you.
Yeah, definitely. When your country playing in a World Cup and going to a qualifier, it pains, because we never had a qualifier before last time, because this time twice we played well in the qualifiers. We won an Asia Cup and we came off semi-finals. So they do bits and pieces on and off, but the consistency is not there. So hopefully these players will get together and somehow build a consistency team, and future we can be a powerhouse what we were.
Yeah. Okay. Your career, let's go back. Your career came at a time when the game started to get loaded towards the batters. The names we mentioned, there was Lara, Sachin, everyone. But also the bowlers were still not out of it. I mean, between you, Shane Warne, the late Shane Warne, and Anil Kumble, you all had about, what, 3,500 wickets. But today, when you look at the way cricket is being played, where is that quality spinner today? Is that some problem because of the T20 leagues? What's happened?
Yeah, some problems might be because T20, because wickets are flats, grounds are small, they try to attack and everything, because only 4 overs you have to bowl. So those also can be a part of it, but mostly I would say there are errors. In 70s you see till 80s, right? Fast bowling was the most impeccable in world cricket. Like you see all the fast bowlers, spinners, hardly you see 1 or 2 spinners. Then 90s to 2000, spinners blossom, like myself, Shane Warne, Anil Kumble, Shakleen Mushtaq Ahmed, you name it, Daniel Vittori, like name it, about 10, 15 spinners everywhere in the world they were, right? So spinners was dominating. Now I think again the fast bowlers start to dominate, then spinners go away.
You think it's a cycle?
It's a cycle. Okay. So it's a cycle, and also now it is getting declined bowling because of the reason, the short form of the game, because 4 overs they have to attack, they don't have a chance to bowl. 4 overs you can't, nothing to do in testing.
But do you think if I was playing today, how would I play these batters? The way the Surya Kumar Yadav is playing, can hit the ball anywhere. The way England are playing test cricket, baseball, Harry Brook and all attacking. Have you thought, how would I have bowled to these boys?
No, because I bowled, no. I retired in 2014, yes. In 15 in the IPL. So we had, we know how to bowl to them. They might hit a few. I also have a last laugh as well at the time. So we also crafty enough, like a batsman. So we could have, even Shane would have played, Anil would have played, they would have done. So these days, we will have adapted for those things.
Okay. There's a big change coming. There's a big decision coming actually. This is very soon, a decision is going to be made on cricket at the Olympic Games. Now, Sri Lanka is a country where I actually went back. I remember Susantika Jayasinghe, but before that, one more medal, just 2 medals. Do you think cricket coming into the Olympic Games in the T20 format is going to open up the sport into becoming a more global game in terms of more access to more countries? And do you think countries like Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Nepal, it gives them the chance to win that rare Olympic medal?
So I think second part, India, Sri Lanka, everyone winning the gold medal can be a rare, that opportunity will come in Olympics. See, 2020 cricket, nowadays if you play 60, 70 countries playing. So it's, we have got 200 odd countries. So 60, 70 is about 25% is global playing, then it's a global sport. So then Olympics we have to decide as a sport to give opportunity. But I still think it doesn't matter for me whether you have an Olympic or whatever. The pinnacle of cricket is Test cricket. Okay. So as a cricketer, so as long as Test cricket survives and bring the beauty of to the players will enjoy Test cricket because of the skill sector is so different to other two. So I want Test cricket to be remain. That's only I think. Whether he is going to Asian Cup or Olympics, so it doesn't mean anything. For me, it's a team sport. It's because of it become 1.5 hours, 2 hours. They included in this. If it have longer format, they would have not.
Never, yes. Okay. Before I go, final question. A couple of years ago, I was speaking to Tiger Woods, and he referred to himself that his kids thought he is a YouTube golfer because they never seen him play. A big generation is coming up now who has not seen you that much play at your peak. So what is the message you want to send out with this film?
See, I would say 90s teenagers will enjoy this movie because they want to recollect their memories. So that is the younger generation, 20s teenagers. Would have not seen me playing much, yes. But at the moment you click in the, you see everything. But if you want to see real what inside me, want to understand, just go and watch this movie and see inside what happened, how did I achieve these things. So it can inspire them, for them also can be a champion one day.
Okay. It's coming out bang at the start of the World Cup, and I'm going to take time out and go and see this because of you. Because you've been a champion, not just for Sri Lanka, you've been a champion for the sport. And just talking to you has been an honor because I remember growing up, whenever they tossed the ball to you, you had that sinking feeling because he's going to do something with the ball and against the team you're supporting. And you've shown through all the trials and tribulations in life that nice guys do finish first. Thank you so much and all the best for this.
Thanks a lot.